Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Zante from CZT Milde Weiss. This is an adorable tangle, I have to say. Well, a lot of them are. But this is just really adorable. Okay, so... and I'm just going to get started. This tangle can be used in a multitude of ways, either by itself or, actually look at the link in the description section. I'll have my step out as well as a link to tangle patterns for more inspiration, and take a look there so you can see how this tangle has been used by Milde, and it's just, like I said, it's just gorgeous and really easy to do. All right, this one, I can't get my cap to stay on. All right, this one starts off with a big C shape. Now, I'm thinking, I keep trying to make my C, well, maybe this will do it. Having it come out this way a little bit more so it's more of an arch. I was tending to do mine, a little shallower. And keep working towards making them more like this. We'll see how this one turns out. Once you have your C shape, then it's an S shape, and we're going to come off, we're going to, make the first curve of it, wait, let's see, an S, yeah, it goes like this. It's just like, you already have to do that, where you're like, right hand, and then, because I'm right-handed, and I do like that, so that way, it's like, oh yeah, I'm right. Anyway. Okay. So, an S shape, so the beginning part of the S is going to be rather short, and... it's going to go like this. Well, that was a little bit bigger than I had thought, but you get the idea. Actually, it looks like a thought bubble. Now you know how to draw one. If you ever wanted to draw a thought bubble, there you go. Curve line and, and an S. Oh my gosh. All right. So anyway, the next step, sorry, I'm a bit goofy tonight, is another curve line. And this one is going to start, I don't know how you want to say. So if we're looking at the bottom here, I'm going to say, maybe if we go, it's like a quarter of the way up-ish. And this is going to be up to you, because I don't think it necessarily matters so well. Maybe if I go a little, I'm going to go maybe from right here. Whatever that is. And so a curve line, just, kind of straight across all the way, angled down a little bit like so. So if you're looking at it straight on, you want it to be like that. I turned my paper, so that way I could get the nice curve from my hand, and that works well. Okay. Then the next step is going to be a backwards S shape. And so we're going to start that just about here. This one probably could have been up a little bit more. But that's something that you can play with and see what you like. Okay? So the S, this would be, again, a backwards S shape, comes, sort of about midway. Again, this is something that you can just play with. Then, if you've ever done the Tangle Crescent Moon, this is kind of like that. You're gonna do like a curve line, like here, a C-shaped curve line in this little gap. And then, well, whenever you want to fill that in, you can. But we're going to fill that in. Actually, if you fill it in now, and if you wanted it to be maybe a little bit bigger, this is a course correction. I want mine to be big-ish. That first size would have been just fine. But this way you can show. So if you need to do a course correction, that's how you would do it there. And then we're going to aura once, aura twice, like so. Then we're going to add some like fescue type shapes, and so these can kind of go however you want. I'm gonna kind of start here in this this dark area, and I'm just drawing a nice curve line out, kind of making it loop on itself, and then I'm going to fill that in. I think I'll do one to the other side. And again, I turn my tile just because I like to have that nice curve in my hand. And you see, it's like, I look back and I'm going, wow, that's a really nice looking curve. And then, 3 is always a good number. So I'm going to, I'm going to do another one. I'm just going to have it be a little bit weird. Actually, I'm going to scoop that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. And there we have it. And then, of course, you can add, you can have fun with this one. Let me show you some ideas on the shading really quick. And then I'll show you what I was playing with on this one. All right, one way. Of course, there's, going to be different ways you can do this. But I'm just going to put graphite on that curve line. And I'm doing it above the curve line that we did. Turning it over. So both of these curve lines, so the C-shaped and this backwards S-shaped. Then, going to come along with the tortillon and spread it out a little bit. Let's see. Ooh! That looks kind of neat. And of course you can, come back and play, like, I might have that just come up a little bit. And just right there, super simple. Could also, I'm just going to throw some down here just because it feels like it needs some on this bottom. And also because my little line was a little jagged there where those two shapes met up. So I'm just going to, just a little. And because I had a little bit too much graphite, so I'm just going to scoop it all the way up. Oh, see, that looks so neat. I saw this tangle and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. Those curved lines, I don't know. And oh my gosh, how much fun. And really, it's not necessarily that hard. The hardest part is having the curved lines. And I'm like, I must have practiced enough that these curved lines turned out really, really neat. And so let me back up really quick and share with you. I'll share with you some of my practicings. And this is on a tan sketchbook, as I was just playing, and I was also playing with some of the white charcoal pencil, goofing around with that. But you can see how some of them are just, and I tried a backwards one, so you could do it, flip-sided, have the curve go the other way, and then you would start off with a backwards S. Just everything flipped, and it works well. It was, like I said, this was practice. And then this was my favorite, because I wanted to do something big, and I was doing a course correction and went too big on the course correction, and there's no such thing as a bad course correction or a mistake in Zentangle, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm just going to leave it there, and then I put it on the other one. So when you do something that you're like, I don't know, but you stay with it, and be consistent, and then see what happens. So then I added some white charcoal to those, and I'm like, oh, well, that looks like a dewdrop, So like the dew is just dripping off, and so then I decided to do a couple drops, and then this is says, but it's the Tangle says, just a singular says, and but in an oval shape instead of a circle, so then it looks like a puddle. But anyway, I tickled myself quite a bit doing that one. It was I don't know. Sometimes when things happen and then it's just like, oh my gosh, look at how neat that looks. I too can do Zentangle and make things look really cool like I see other people do. So anyway, I share that because it's just, there it is. Such a fun tangle, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, would love to have a thumbs up on the video, click like, and also if you have not subscribed yet and like it enough to see more, I am posting once a day. Sometimes I have a couple of class replays that I'll post, but generally it's once a day. Would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel, and if you do, make sure to hit the notification bell next to the button so that way you can tell YouTube how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. Let's see. Oh, with that, in the description box, besides the step outs and for more inspiration, there are ways to connect with me. So if you like my style, you want to join for a free class. I'm doing both free and paid classes, and would love to have you join. Information for that is on my website below, and then also, and lastly, we do have a nice Facebook community. Tangle Addicts community, and there's a link to that group if you would like to join us for some fun and Tangle conversation and sharing. So with that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And also, you know, I forget to ask this, but I mean, besides clicking the like and the subscribe, if you think somebody else might enjoy this, feel free to share it, because a lot of times people see this, see Zentangle, or or see pattern drawing, and think, oh, I could never do that, because they're looking at the end result and they're not looking at the easy steps to achieving these cool results. So feel free to share that. I would appreciate that as well. So with that, thanks again for watching. I wish you happy tangling.